So defensively, still waiting to see if they're going to run Symmetra. I'm not sure what Koa is on right now. I can pretty much guarantee you that our tier is going to be running McCree. Vonethil does opt to go to the Symmetra again.
There you have it. I mean, Symmetra has done pretty good work on defense today. I mean, in many, many games, the Symmetra has been able to get out the teleporter, and we've seen pushes that would otherwise be wipes be turned around just by people teleporting back in.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing when you talk about all those builder classes, like a Torbjorn as well, that even if they're not the most effective, they are draining resources from the other team, even though you don't necessarily see it. You have to take down those turrets at some point. They're a nuisance. They slow you down. They empty your ammo clips. Just kind of tough to deal with. And then the shields also cannot be underrated. Shielding got buffed in the last patch. She gets up the teleporter, it's all bonus and gravy, and that's when she really shines. But the shields and sentries alone can do enough to justify a Symmetra pick.
They absolutely can, and the gates are open. Out comes Reunite, and you gotta think Reunite wants to set an even faster time this time, one that Flat Earth will not be able to beat on their attacking run.
Yeah, holding pretty far back right here. A little bit of spam, and it looks like the initiation from Winghaven gets absolutely shut down.
He just got destroyed as he jumped into the air, so not the best opening for him. You see Too Easy trying to get into back. He is taken out by R-Tier, and man, I know we've gotten a lot of love, but R-Tier has been just so on point in the series thus far.
I've never seen a Winston not hit the ground from a jump. He was killed that quickly that he wasn't even able to land.
He got hit by a Fire Strike, McCree Peacekeeper bullets, and a headshot from a Hellfire shotgun.
Sounds painful.
Meanwhile, Zarya or Genji going in and doing some work. I think he got some. I think he got something there that didn't show up in the kill feed. Not really
the
clear.
offensive Zenyatta dies to some spam from Vonethil Symmetra, and that is going to fill Vonethil's ultimate meter. He's running back to set up a teleporter, and that's going to really bolster the defensive reinforcements.
That being said, look where he's playing the teleporter, and look where Too Easy is right now. Too Easy might be making this a very, very short-lived teleporter.
Yep.
and there it is. Too Easy found it. Too Easy destroyed it. So
that's just the worst as a Symmetra.
The path is closed.
But now that they need to send someone back here to deal with this Genji, you can't just let him hang out back here.
No, and well, they're worrying about the Genji in the front, or in the back. A lot of people are coming in the front, and here comes a Dragon Blade going off the Graviton Surge, slicing and dicing going down. Sound Barrier, though, really protects them from the worst of it.
Yeah, a pretty good defensor. I thought they were absolutely boned with the Graviton Surge and the Dragon Blade coming out. I thought it was going to be short work with them, but they sustained through it. The shields went down. Well done. Well played on the Sound Barrier.
I mean, Graviton Surge with Dragon Blade is one of the more devastating combos in the game, but Sound Barrier can really prevent it from getting the value that it usually gets, and I do believe we have a new teleporter up. No, we don't. I'm wrong.
Not seeing it yet.
But she's close.
But it might be too late. I mean, they're trying to push in the point right now.
Oh no, Volatile just got crunched by Reinhardt. The big chunk of the Reunited offense being down here. So, regardless of what happens, I think there's a chance for him to get back in. No, Vonethil's teleporter was taken out by Too Easy.
Yeah, Outsider absolutely missed his Graviton Surge there, and I think this is going to be enough pressure for offense to take this point.
Yeah, this is not looking the greatest for Flat Earth and coming back to this point, but they held for quite a while.
They're conceding this point now, but right now we're going to see Too Easy and Unfixed try to push a little bit forward. They're waiting for that Zarya Protective Shield to maybe go off on Too Easy so he can go a little bit deeper, but a pretty solid defense there. It's a decent time for first point.
Yeah, now they have 5 minutes to get through the next corridor. Very much doable, and Symmetra will be leaving the field of battle. Vonethil making a quick switch up to Zenyatta for this next phase of King's Row.
Yeah, that's what you see. And I think we're about to see some really big carnage in this middle area. I don't imagine that Flat Earth wants to hold back too far, and I do think that Reunited is really ready to push right now.
Oh, Graviton Surge grabs a huge amount of the team there, and they don't have a Sound Barrier this time, so Too Easy and Winghaven are going to feast, and that's going to be 3, 4 people down for Flat Earth, and Reunited is rolling.
They clean up that Genji too. I don't like that they're retreating now. I'd like to see Winghaven and Too Easy stay further up and let the rest of the team push the cart, get some eyes on it.
I think they just want maximum cart push here.
Yeah, but they're not even on the cart. They're just holding at the alley. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, you only need 3 people for maximum cart push, I believe.
Which is why I wanted to see both the tank and stay a little longer. It kind of worked out. I guess they're not getting too much positioning that they wouldn't have gained otherwise. Link's in the back line again.
Yep, we see Too Easy, though, able to take out the Zenyatta in the back. That's a very big pick. Too Easy with a double kill now. He is doing work on Genji. Winghaven taking out his opposite Reinhardt, and yeah, just like that, Reunite is going to be able to get to this next checkpoint with relative ease.
You know, we've talked about the inconsistency of Reunited overall, but Winghaven really stands out to me in that fashion. He has games where I don't understand how he's even playing the game or what's going on. Then he has games where I'm like, this guy is the best Reinhardt in Europe right now. It's all over the place, but he just had an amazing charge. He's had a really couple good sets of games here. Winghaven really setting the pace for Reunited.
Yeah, Winghaven doing particularly well right now. Lucio, though, coming out. Defense on the way for Flat Earth. And really back and forth here. Multiple people on both teams going down. Turning to kind of a scrap over the payload, but it's looking like Flat Earth is going to hold successfully against Reunited.
Yeah, Unfix just going to kind of hang back, wait for his team to come in. He has to be careful of Lynx coming in, looking for easy picks. Lynx coming in, trying to just throw some spam down the hallway of the spawn door.
Yeah, taking a look at this here, we do see the Zarya with the Graviton Surge up. Really Unfix getting a lot of value off that, and look at all the ults that are up for Reunited right now on this next push versus the only one defensive ult.
Yeah, including a Resurrection, which I think is going to be key. They're going to probably wait to use their ults until this Transcendence wears off.
Yep, the Graviton Surge is down. But three people
God.
already down.
The Graviton Surge and Earth Shatter was huge. They waited for that Transcendence to come off. The Resurrection does bring a couple back to life. Too Easy now switches to Offensive Sniper. Winghaven doing so much work.
Yeah, but RTO's still hanging in there and doing his best to hold on to point. He is going to get taken down, and the momentum is definitely in Reunited's favor here. And wow, what a combination of ults going down in general.
Yeah, they're going to be pushing this a little bit. Too Easy was on the Sniper for a second. He does switch to the Pharah before he even gets in a battle. A defensive Earthshatter comes down, knocks a couple people down, but then is cleaned up. Valutaya doing work. 3 dead. 3 real quick kills from Reunited.
You just hear the headshot noise as he takes out the Lucio, and Reunited is rolling right here, and really, this is getting into crunch time very quickly for Flat Earth. They need to get a team wipe here if they want to buy themselves a little bit more time for their attacking round.
Yeah, and they're going to be in trouble because Too Easy is running this Pharah. They have nothing to really fight for the high ground.
And look at Lynx. Lynx was in the back of Dragon Blade, but it was entirely ineffective. Artier now able to get in and...
Winghaven just knocked him off the edge, though. There he goes off the cliff.
Here comes Reunited. Reunited, they only need to kill a little bit more to clear off the payload. And you see this a lot where teams will sort of death rush onto payload to buy a little bit of extra time, but that's going to be it. Reunited finishes out the map with a pretty decent time, I believe.
It was a pretty good push. Solid, good pacing all throughout, pretty steady pace. We're gonna have to see what the time actually is. I think it's probably gonna be something like 7 minutes. Yeah, Winghaven definitely deserves to play a game. I don't even know which one it is, but yeah, he knocks him off the cliff.
Like away goes Lucio, and I'm surprised it wasn't the 3-person Earth Shatter, but I guess this also counts.
Yeah, Winghaven with a great game there. Really kind of set the tempo for him, hit some huge ultimates there, and mostly took off the opposing Reinhardt a lot of the time. And Drakeus had been playing really well on the opposing Reinhardt, but just got outclassed by Winghaven that match.
Yeah, so going into the next stage here, and this is a pretty intimidating time coming out from Reunited. I mean, Flat Earth could beat it, but it's going to be rough.
642 is pretty good. I mean, anything sub 7 minutes is going to put a lot of pressure on the team to try to match it.
Well, at least from Flat Earth's perspective, they know the time they have to beat, and you know they might be a little bit more aggressive because of it.
Yeah, neither of these teams have really done a ton to switch up their compositions, except for Too Easy, who just seems to play whatever he wants, whenever he wants. He went through a Widowmaker phase for about 10 seconds, went to a Pharah at last point. I like the switch to go to the Pharah in last point, though, because the high ground and the position they were holding there, he got in that upper tunnel and was just spamming spawn doors. It really helps to prevent the defense from putting a little extra stall onto that cart.
Yep, so the defensive heroes will be running out of the gate in just a moment. It's now Reunited's turn to defend, and it's looking like Too Easy will be repping the Reaper to start out here.
Yeah, and yet again, we see a Symmetra on defense, definitely becoming a staple of the European defensive meta. So we'll see if Unfix gets the value out of it. That there was some pretty decent value last time.
Yep, Winghaven's going to be on Reinhardt again. I don't think I've ever seen Winghaven on anything not Reinhardt for the most part. unfixed on the Symmetra, Valta on McCree. Same with him, he's always on McCree. And Bromas on Lucio.
Yeah, offensively, Outsider is probably going to stay on his Zarya. He ran a little 76 for a while, but his Zarya has been pretty good. It's kind of a similar tracking mechanic. Drakeus is off the Reinhardt. He's going to go Winston, so it's a little bit of a switch up here. Artir is, of course, going to stay on McCree. Vonathil on Zenyatta. And Link's playing just damage Reaper for now.
So taking a look at Volta, sort of the one to watch, the muscle of their defense, if you will. He'll be repping McCree yet again. Let's see what he does on this first push.
Yes, Symmetra turrets in all sorts of interesting spots here too, and I love this Reaper position. It's hanging out by the health pack. When people are going to a health pack, it means they're low, and usually one shotgun blast will finish it. And there's the turrets to actually help out too. Artir ends up going for the health pack and meets Reaper face on. They both get out of it alive somehow. Winghaven comes in and cleans it up though, and that's 3 really quick kills on defense.
Yeah, that was a little bit disorganized way of going in by Flat Earth, and they're punished very quickly by Reunited. And Reunited looking strong in this hold thus far.
Yeah, a quick 3 kills, and that's an absolute reset, so that's 30 seconds all immediately off the clock. That meant absolutely nothing. All it means is that Symmetra is charging. She gets some really good damage there, actually forcing the Zarya shield, and now her ultimate is up. A great spam energy ball. Helps her get her teleporter up.
Yep, and right now we're saying again, good defense coming out from Reunited. Really sort of a team effort. Everyone getting in here. Too Easy, Bromas, and Winghaven respectively. Take a look at Volatile. Volatile trying to finish up Lucio. Missing him in the end, but gotta get Too Easy coming in for the cleanup.
These full energy balls going right through this choke point have been absolutely brutal. Zarya took one earlier, which absolutely charged the teleporter action. So this Symmetra getting a lot of good value right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So taking a look at Too Easy. Too Easy. Putting himself in a pretty good position here. He will have Death Blossom up soon, and really they're just trying to throw different looks at Reunited as they come in on offense.
Yeah, Outsider does initiate the fight with his Winston, takes that one ground, forces out the defensive ultimates.
Too Easy was able to just erase Zenyatta from the game very quickly. Coming in from the flank, gets a double kill on the Winston, triple kill on the McCree, and Too Easy very well positioned there. Takes out half of the Flat Earth team on his own.
Yeah, they should get chased and killed here, but they decide not to fully commit to the chase, instead of letting a couple get out alive. But Lynx had no business being where he was.
All right, so Too Easy teleports up and then decides, you know what, maybe not. And he does have Death Blossom, so again, he did all that without his ult. Now he's going to have his ult as he goes in. He's going to wait for the Transcendence to go down, and he's going to go straight in.
Yeah, some pretty good positioning, and they do focus, they do separate out. Winghaven, a huge Earth Shatter, takes down 3. Wow, what a play by Drakeus.
So, one problem with Too Easy just waited way too long to go in, and by the time he actually went in, it was just easy for him to focus him down. I think there was a little bit of a misplay there.
But look at this, they're going to still contest because they're all on the teleporter. They're going to be able to put time on this point. They're going to stop it.
Earth Shatter is going to come down any second now, but actually doesn't connect on anything. I'm not even sure how, but Earth Shatter is totally wasted there. And finally, the payload is going to start moving here for... Probably is going to start moving for Flat Earth.
Yeah, the teleporter did buy him some time there. The Earth Shatter missing, I think it was because of the Winston shield, maybe. They have some odd interaction with each other. So maybe that was why the Earth Shatter didn't go down well. But they did add another 30 seconds to the clock, all thanks to the Symmetra teleporter. So again, they got much better value out of their Symmetra than did Flat Earth.
That being said, if Flat Earth was only really behind by like 18 or so seconds on first point, Reunited did not get through there that quickly. Where Reunited really did well is that they got through the second part extremely quickly.
Yeah, so we're going to see the defense try to post up here, but the offense definitely with the advantage as far as ultimates go. They could transcend through this, and they could even Primal Rage to make some more space.
I think that's exactly going to happen here in just a moment. Winston going very deep in. He's going to have to Primal Rage to stay alive once the Lucio shield goes down, and they're making a lot of space here.
Yeah, Vonathil on the cart with his Transcendence, keeping everyone alive. Outsider, that Primal Rage is still creating havoc. Primal Rage is not the most super effective damage-dealing combo ultimate, but it makes so much space, and Winston is almost impossible to kill under the effects of it.
So now take a look at Flat Earth. If they keep rolling here, they'll actually beat Reunited's time. Like, they'll be on pace to beat Reunited's time.
Yeah, Unfixed in trouble in the back line here. He's got the shields, but that is not enough to stand up to Hellfire Trial. They are rolling really, really hard right now.
Yeah, so they're actually about 3 seconds ahead of the time that Reunited set, so Looking at the time right now, there's about 2.5 minutes left on the map. This is a very winnable map now for Flat Earth.
Yeah, too easy trying to take this flank down. He gets spotted out by the opposing Reaper and has to bail out on that idea. However, Flat Earth did use a lot of ultimates to be able to break through this point, and mostly the defense is
look at
advantage.
the Earth Shatter hits 2 people in the back. Too easy coming in to fall up off the Graviton, but really both sides trading out here. It could be anyone's fight.
Yeah, it's going to depend on these last couple kills, and it's Reunited who ends up cleaning up the last couple kills with a 4K at the end there to clean up that streak. Yeah, but that was tenuous. That was close there.
Yep, so looking at the time, Reunited doesn't have to buy that much more time. Really, they have to defend about 2 more pushes if they want to take the second map and bring us to a map, or guarantee us at least 4 maps in the series.
Yeah, neither team with really any ultimates to speak of up. The offense does have Sound Barrier up, so they could use that small window. Not enough to get excited about, though.
Yep, so looking at this, we do have Reinhardt charging in. Flat Earth knows that they only have about 2 pushes left, and they are trying to make the most of it. Lynx with a quick pick, but look at Molotov picking off 2 people there.
Drakeus does eventually get the Earth Shatter down. He does die immediately after, so he can't follow it up. It is going back and forth. Reunited, though, at the end, getting the best of this. Too easy now on Pharah. I like Pharah on this final point. We haven't seen a ton of it because the other team is running a really good McCree, but Pharah with the orb can actually take a couple McCree shots and then retreat.
Yep, so you take a look at the time now. There's only 1 minute left for Flat Earth to make something happen here, so this will almost certainly be their last push, and really everything on the line here.
I talked about the impact of Primal Rage earlier, and it's not the most impactful ult. However, that changes on the final point here where you can knock people off the edge, and Winston's going in. He's going huge.
He's going huge, but he dies to Volatile and the Deadeye. That's 2 people down now for Flat Earth, and Flat Earth, they don't get a pick soon here. This is going to be GG in favor of Reunited.
It's another huge ultimate, cleans him up, and then takes the Transcended Zenyatta completely out of the fight. That's not the first time he's done that. Well played, Winghaven.
Yep, and just like that, that is going to be GG. Reunited will take the map, and we are tied now 1-1.
Tied up the set. Winghaven again just played really well. The counter to the Transcendence is not necessarily just doing more damage than it can out heal, because you really can't do it. The counter to the Transcendence is moving that Zenyatta away from the fight, because then it changes the entire scope of the battlefield. They think they're protected and healed, so they're playing more aggressively, and then you end up wiping the team because that healing isn't there. And we've seen Reinhardt take Zenyatta as a top priority out of those fights many times.
Yep, and again, Reunited sort of... I mean, really, the map was very, very close. If you look at it, it was really the Reunited defense on the last point that set it apart, because Flat Earth had caught up for the last time. They had actually capped point 2 quicker than Reunited by about, like, 2 seconds or so.
Yeah, it was a really close one. I thought it was going to be another one where it felt like Reunited should have won, and they somehow didn't. But they're able to stall about 3 or 4 pushes from the offense there to hold on defense and take map number 2.
Yep, so play the game. Drakeus on Reinhardt. I think this is where he got a gigantic Earth Shatter. Let's take a look. Yep. No doubt about that being play the game, and then some.
You know, actually, last weekend, too, we saw Reinhardt not necessarily in every game, and just seeing some of the plays we've seen today, it's like, why not? He's done so much work on almost every set we've watched today that it was odd that he was kind of falling out of the meta briefly.